it's Zena, Warthog Princess, and this video is going to be about Pandora. We're going to go through all of the collection one chunk at a time, and this particular video is going to be about the Murano Glass beads. So, the first one I got, if you've watched my other video, you've already seen it. It's a multicolored floral piece. I don't know how well you can see that, but it has, you know, the leaves and then these circular flowers. That one I got just to color up my original retirement bracelet. And then I got another one that you have also seen if you watched the other video. That is, you know, Disney. So it's a Mickey Mouse head. It's just black and white. But that kind of went on the travels. So those are the first two that I got. And then later, as I built up all these other bracelets, I decided, well, I really like blues. I like multicolors. I got a bunch of pinks, which we'll do last. I'll tell you why. And yeah, so it just sort of evolved into these things. These are a great, beautiful way to provide spacing between dangles or just color up your bracelets, which is really nice. So these are the first groups of them. I have 20 in total. I think that's what it was. I have these two multicolored, and I've forgotten all the real names of these. So again, I will try and get back to that once I dig them out of the catalogs when I find them. But here's a multicolored, I think it's like beach glass looking thing with like purple, blue, and like greens. More green than anything. And then this one has more of blues and browns, but same concept. You can see the different, that really looks mostly blue in there, but there's some brown. But anyway, just multicolored that you put on a bracelet, and they give a little sparkle, a little color. Then I have these two blue ones. This first one is just a, you know, gem edge blue, just a beautiful deep blue. And that's nice. And then the other one is a smooth edge, and it has bubbles. I mean, I don't think they're flowers, it's just bubbles. You can see, you kind of go around, just the bubbles, but it's definitely a blue. So to me, oftentimes I like to do things very symmetrical, and so that everything has to be in balance. So these two to me balance each other because the colors are so well matched. So that was how I ended up with those two. And the same could be said for the original first two. That's why they come in twos. Not always, but usually for me. So let me put those aside so we don't keep tripping over them. And then I have these two are green. Now I don't typically like green, especially lime green, but this particular one, for whatever reason, struck me, and I don't even remember why now. I think it was because I paired it with this floral one. So this one is green. It has these like diamond shapes, and I know you can't probably see very well, but that little dot, I think it's just a bubble, but it looks kind of like a little gem in that dot. So it has just a little bit of extra sparkle to it. So there's that. And then the other one that I got at the same time is these beautiful little white flowers, and they're kind of hard to see because they're just ever so faintly pink tinted against the white background. So they're tough to see, but you can see the bling in the middle of the flowers, and you can see the green. I know you really can't see that very well. Not sure what's the best way. There you can see one of the flowers with the bling in the middle. But so to me, I guess these were balanced at the time. Best I can recollect. So they do kind of balance. They're not a perfect match. They don't have to be. Okay, and then this one is, it could go a couple different ways. This one has butterflies on it, but it could go with this blue bubbly. It's a blingy bubble, or it could go with the black, or it could go with the other blue one, so like the centerpiece between the blues. Anyways, that's the kind of way I think about things. But this one has got these pretty butterflies on it. You can see it better this vertical, but I can't hold it that way. And still spin it. So there's the butterflies. It's like a clear white backing, but these blue and purple kind of colored butterflies. There's multicolored, there's like teal and purple and blue. Yeah, mostly like teal and purple color. Beautiful little butterflies. And then the turquoise one or teal one I just showed you, it's got bubbles, but it also has jeweled bling in there, like a around the middle. So it's bubbles all around, and then you have the little bling beads. Can you see that? I hope you can. I mean, I see it in the reflection, so like there's one right there. So I got 3 of those basically. I've got the teal, I've got a pinky purple one, and then I've got a black one that's less bubble and mostly just the jewel. Let's see if you can see those. They're all basically the same style. And you know, the black and white one goes with my black and white stuff. I just pulled them all off to show together here. I also got this one because if I did a Disney bracelet, it would pair nicely with the black and white Disney. So again, symmetry at its finest. Okay, and then there's the pinks. Now, I'm not a huge fan of pink, but I do like a little pink, and I do like flowers. So I started out kind of matching some flowers, and then I got into some of the other pinks. You saw the dark one. But my oldest niece had a baby, and I was, with all these extra bracelets, I had given a gift to my sister, I'd given one to my aunt, you know, a few charms each just to give them a starter bracelet, and that was really fun to share in the joy of Pandora for me. And that meant I also knew that I had a gift that I could give them for years to come, each year, you know, a different charm. And I was going to give one to my niece, but for a bunch of different reasons, a lot of crazy things happened at the time, and I did not pass that on. We will talk in the next video about the bracelet I basically built out of some of those charms. I ended up just keeping it. Long story. But anyway, these pinks were basically for that because she was having her first baby, a little girl. And anyway, so now I have these florals. These 2 are both little pink flowers, like cherry blossom type flowers. This one has like a little red spot under the flower, so it almost looks like from the side, you see it looks like a stripe of red, like right there by my eyeball. But when you turn it, all you see is the little dot of red in the middle of the little flower. See that? A beautiful little cherry blossom type flower. And these are littler ones. And instead of red, it has like yellow dot behind. And there's a bunch more of them, so you mostly just see the little flowers, but very faint. So these are like barely pink, and in fact the one looks more yellow than pink anyway. But those ones I paired, and there's kind of a third one that goes in that mix as well, and that is this floral one. A little bit different style of flowers, and it kind of is like piled on top of each other in here. Sorry, I'm not sure what the best way to show these. So you can see the lighter pink and darker pink flowers. And then these next 4, they're mostly just pink. So I have the, if you remember the green one with the triangles and the bling, I have a pink one as well. So clearly style-wise, those could go together, although I don't really put pink and green. But there's that one, and that could pair with any of these other, there's 4 pinks that go together. This one I think is one of the Disney ones. Probably a bunch of these are actually. This one just has this like, looks like fine glitter in it. Hopefully you can see that. It's a faint pale pink with this glitter around it, kind of in the core. And then this next one is like the black one. Where'd that go? So you remember the black one had the single blings in a row around the middle. This one is a pink one, and it has blings around the middle as well. And those are all inside, so it's smooth glass exterior. And I'm not saying those 2 pair together, but on the black and white bracelet, guess what? They do. So even though it's ever so faintly pink, to me, it could go black and white as well. This next one, yeah, I didn't compare with any of them. It's just a plain pink jeweled edge. And they're all faint pinks. So if I put them all together, I'm going to pull them back out of this file. Put all those pink ones. Then you can see, maybe, let me try and stack them together. Here we have a bracelet. And then, oh, I don't want to spin all those on there, but we'll do it. They're just in no particular order. We'll just spin them on so you can see them together. You can see they spin on pretty easily, as long as you're not all fumbly fingered. like I am right now. And then to get them through the middle, you can just hold all three and spin the bracelet instead. And they'll just go right through to that middle section. Because they are twist on, they do tend to migrate on the bracelet when you're wearing them, like all the charms do, and that's why they have these little places for those clips or the intermediate, so it just keeps things from totally, they're heavy, so they'd always end up on the bottom of your wrist anyways. Hi, Kelly. You don't need help. It's all right, 3 more. And I have actually also put just Murano glass, like put them all on one bangle and worn that. I've done it on a chain. I've done mixes of them with just basically a few glass beads on it. I just think these are really classy. All right, so this is the last one of the big ones that we were looking at. And see, this one already migrated past. And this is just the right amount to stay in that mid section. If I turn it the right way, there we go. So now they're kind of locked in that middle section between the clip points, unless they spiral off. And like I said, when you're wearing them, they will. And I have one more, which is also just that chiseled edge or jeweled edge, but these are the small ones. So it's the same interior size, but the exterior is sort of just smaller. So if you don't want this big protruding piece, you can have ones like this that are a little bit lower profile, if you will. But so these are the pinks or the pinkish ones all together. So if I was wearing a pink outfit or even something like what I'm wearing today, I would totally wear that. There you go. So that is Murano glass in a nutshell. I have all big ones except this one small one. And like I said, all the different colors. So hopefully that gives you some insight into what's available. Some of these are probably retired colors. Some of them are probably still available. You just have to check with your Pandora store or check online. And they can also do a search once you find what you're looking for in the catalog. They can find it if it's available. So good luck and happy hunting and take care. Bye for now.